This one comes to us from USA Today, and I know there's other places where you could have grabbed this from, but I just happened to get it from there. In a video that was recently obtained by MSNBC, and there's video evidence of this out there, you might want to go check it out. Bill Gates had revealed that on 2 occasions he had met with Trump after the election in 2016. Once at Trump Tower in December 2016, and then again in March at the White House. Trump asked him if human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, and human papillomavirus were the same thing.
No, not even close.
HIV and HPV.
Very different things. Yeah, I know they both have an H and a V.
Yeah. So both times, Bill Gates says here, both times he wanted to know if there was a difference between HIV and HPV. Both times.
This man could not retain the difference between immunodeficiency and papilloma.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Bill Gates says, so I was able to explain that those are rarely confused with each other.
Yes. almost never.
I don't know how you could. They're
and in the video, the audience that was there just started rolling with laughter because, we have a fucking idiot for a president. So it says here that Bill Gates was speaking during a meeting of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation staff earlier this week, according to the MSNBC host Chris Hayes. It's out there if you guys want to go view it. But it says here, Gates also described a time that he saw Trump speaking with his 22-year-old daughter, Jennifer Gates. And then this is what he says here. This is Bill Gates saying, and then, like 20 minutes later, he flew in on a helicopter to the same place. So clearly he had been driven away, but he wanted to make a grand entrance in a helicopter, Bill Gates said.
That's not surprising.
Oh my God.
When I first talked to him, it was actually kind of scary how much he knew about my daughter's appearance, said Bill Gates.
Oh my God.
Melinda did not like that too well.
No. What?
Yeah.
He's creepy as fuck.
That is so
skeezy. A skeezy president.
God, this guy.
And he knows he can get away with it, and he can because his base is just like, it's fine.
Oh, we got that coming up later too. God damn it. Let's see. I love it when the week comes together.
Is HPV and HIV the same thing? Oh my!
They're not even the same letter. How could he think they're the same thing?
And they're not even. They're not even involved in the same thing.
It's
no.
They're both
different.
They both come about from human sexuality. I get that. However,
you can get HIV from not sex.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you can get HPV from
non-sex.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But you can get a lot of things from sex and not sex. Did you know that if a woman has sex and she has a yeast infection and she sleeps with a guy, particularly if he is intact, i.e. has a foreskin, she can give him a yeast infection?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but you can also get yeast infections from not that.
Yeah.
But that's not the same thing.
Hey, I brew beer. You can get yeast infections from anywhere.
Yeah, you can.
It's carried in on the fucking wind.
Oh, yeah. Like, God, you're a girl and just like, you wear the wrong short. No, you wipe the wrong way. That's a good way to get a bacterial UTI or bacterial vaginosis, which is not a yeast infection.
So carrying on here, Gates said that when he met with Trump, the newly elected president asked him if vaccines were a quote unquote bad thing.
Of course he asked that.
No.
Well,
asked that.
You have to think that Trump was being talked to by what the fuck is his name? Robert Kennedy, the youngest, the guy that's the talk show host. I used to listen to him on Air America all the time. I don't remember what his name is, but he's one of those anti-vax people, and like Trump was starting to buy into that shit. And so when Gates met with him, he's
had vaccine doubts for years.
He was exploring. Trump was actually exploring forming a commission to look into the quote ill effects of vaccines.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And thankfully, Bill Gates is like, I'm rich enough. I could tell this guy to go fuck himself. He said, Bill Gates said, I said, no, that's a dead end. That would be a bad thing. Don't do that. So he had to talk to Trump like a child to get him to understand this shit.
Vaccines are good for you.
They're good. They're very, very good. They do good things. Yes. The ill effects of vaccine. Jesus Christ, this guy.
I just wish the anti-vaxxers would just go away and get polio on their own time. Oh, you don't believe in vaccinations? Well, let's put you in this cesspool of shit.
Could you imagine Captain America if he encountered anti-vaxxers?
Have you seen that? I
saw the cartoon, but I didn't feel like they did a good enough job. Because like they were like the comments on it were like, "Oh, I love the idea of super social justice, Captain America." I'm like, no, the implications of this are so much better. Like that he is horrified, and he wouldn't say fucking. Mm-hmm. He is horrified at the idea that people are rejecting vaccines because he was an ill child.
You guys need to go look it up where it's Captain America and vaccinations where Steve Rogers if he was in this current timeline, he'd be like, vaccinate your fucking kids. And, Captain America would not say fucking. But the funny thing is like, I had whooping cough and I broke 2 ribs. You can ask Bucky about this. And Bucky's like, oh, don't involve me in this shit.
But like, yeah.
He's like, I was so sick, I was willing to do anything. I let them inject me with fucking super soldier serum that could kill me just to get a cure. Vaccinate your kids.
They injected me with blue shit, and then they shot me with something called fucking Vita Rays. Vita Rays. Are you serious?
I forget about that.
Vita Rays. I forgot about that. They kind of just murderers that one right away, don't they?
Vita Rays. That's what I love about the Golden Age comic stuff, where they're just like, and here's the thing. Like they don't go to any kind of explanation or try to do like how they do in comics these days, where they try to give you a little bit of backstory and a little bit of information, and this is how it could be pseudo-specifically, kind of science kind of stuff going on here. It's more like, and then he pulled out his bat gun. It's like,
sure,
okay, I'll go with it.
Unobtainium. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, that's why I don't fucking hate Avatar, because I can get over that little shit.
I can get over unobtainium.
I can get over it.
My coworker was like, he for some reason was profoundly misunderstanding Black Panther. He's like, so Wakanda exists in a different dimension. I said, the force field. And he goes, what? Like he's like, but it's in a different dimension. I said, nope. Same planet. No, it's
the same continent.
Mm-hmm. Force field.
Did you not notice the border tribe where they made them look like they were living poor?
He was not. And he was like, I was like, they use vibranium. He goes, well, how does that work? I go, it's magic.
Basically,
it's just magic.
It makes power. It absorbs any kind of shock.
They run things on it. How? We don't fucking know. She pulls a bullet out. Shuri pulls a bullet out of Agent Coulson 2.0's back and is like, I did it with vibranium. How did she do it with vibranium? Don't know. It's magic.
Don't care. It's fucking comics.
Yeah. And he eats the heart-shaped herb, and he's Captain America now. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, we saw that in Infinity War where he was fighting shoulder to shoulder with them, and it's like, they're like the same power. How about that? Which is still kind of funny, because if you think about Captain America, he's just a very strong gymnast. That's about all he's got going for.
Yeah.
He doesn't get hurt as easy either, right?
No.
I mean, He.
I love Cap, you guys. I decided Cap and T'Challa are my favorite equals. I love them both very much.
Are we talking about MCU or just like in general?
MCU. I don't know the comics.
Comic Cap is a lot different. I mean, not terribly different, but
he's not as charming.
Yeah, he's not nearly as charming, and T'Challa is a little bit more arrogant.
Yeah, I really love T'Challa. He was.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman's really fucking good as that character.
The way they did that character. Oh, and it so lacked toxic masculinity. I was like,
what do you think?
He just has a genuine, easy respect for the women in his life, and he's vulnerable, and he's sincere. And
everything that President Trump is not.
Yeah.
He would never imagine researching the looks of someone's daughter before he met that person. He wouldn't. He could not even think of that. He wouldn't.
I wonder how that went. Trump is like
on a Kia.
Trump's like, you have a meeting with someone tells him you have a meeting with Bill and Melinda Gates this week about science and blah 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 blah, and I don't really care. They have a daughter. Ooh, show me pictures. It's like,
yeah.
fucking gross, man.
Oh,
and
God.
The fact that he knew more about his daughter than vaccines tells you everything you need to know, because he clearly had the time to learn about Bill Gates, and he chose not to learn about Bill Gates' huge vaccination programs, and instead was like, so your daughter's fuckable.
She's 22, right? Yeah, she's an adult. Yeah, I'd put 2 in the pink. He's like, fuck you, Trump.
Trump would not put 2 in the pink. All right, he is not that generous.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
No, and you remember on Deadpool when when he got his hand lopped off and he had that little baby hand?
I do remember.
That's
oh my God, that's why he thinks his hands are big. Oh,
it looks massive in my hands.
Zipper's like backwards for Trump.